Ladies and gentlemen, gather around for a debate as old as time. Well, at least as old as modern American cuisine. It's a battle of bread, meat, and definition. A question that has divided families, friendships, and food lovers alike. Today, we explore the burning question that has puzzled philosophers, chefs, and everyday eaters. Are hot dogs and burgers sandwiches? To begin our journey, we must first define the sandwich itself. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, a sandwich is two or more slices of bread or a split roll having a filling in between. The United States Department of Agriculture even has a say in this, describing a sandwich as a meat or poultry filling between two slices of bread, a bun, or a biscuit. By this definition alone, it would seem that both hot dogs and hamburgers fall neatly into the category of sandwiches. But does a simple technical definition settle the debate? Hardly. This controversy runs deeper than mere words. It delves into cultural identity, tradition, and even the structure of how we eat. A hot dog consists of a bun, typically sliced down the middle, and a cylindrical piece of meat nestled within. Structurally, it is remarkably similar to other classic sandwiches, such as a submarine sandwich, or sub, where a long roll is sliced open and filled with ingredients. Proponents of the hot dog as sandwich argument point out that if a sub is considered a sandwich despite its connected bun, then a hot dog should be as well. After all, both involve bread holding a filling, consumed in hand. Even famed food organizations like the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council, yes, that's a real thing, have addressed this debate, though their official stance firmly denies the hot dog's status as a sandwich. Why? Because they claim a hot dog is a category unto itself. But are they merely protecting their own cultural identity? Or are they onto something? Many hot dog purists reject the notion that their beloved food should be lumped in with sandwiches. Their argument? A hot dog is, in essence, an entity of its own. Unlike sandwiches, which are assembled by layering ingredients between slices of bread, a hot dog is cradled in its bun, more akin to a taco than a sandwich. Think about it. If the defining feature of a sandwich is having two separate slices of bread, then a hot dog bun, which remains connected on one side, doesn't quite fit the bill. This leads us into a larger discussion. If you believe a hot dog is a sandwich, then you must also accept that a taco is a sandwich, a gyro is a sandwich, and even a wrap is a sandwich. Suddenly, the category becomes so broad that it loses all meaning. If the hot dog argument seems complicated, the case of the hamburger is even more layered, literally. A hamburger consists of a beef patty or other fillings placed between two halves of a bun. By almost all technical definitions, this fits the classic sandwich criteria. Unlike hot dogs, which use a connected roll, burgers use two distinct bread pieces, making them structurally similar to a ham and cheese sandwich or a classic deli turkey sandwich. Yet, here's where the cultural argument comes in again. When people think of sandwiches, they often picture deli meats, peanut butter and jelly, or a club sandwich, not a cheeseburger. The term sandwich evokes a particular expectation, and for many, a burger simply doesn't fit within that image. A burger is a burger. It exists in its own culinary world. Believe it or not, this debate has made its way to legal and governmental levels. In 2019, the New York State Tax Department ruled that hot dogs and burgers were, in fact, sandwiches, making them subject to specific taxation rules. But across the country in Boston, the courts ruled in favor of the hot dog is not a sandwich argument when a restaurant owner disputed regulations that classified his food as such. In the great sandwich taxonomy, we also have the perspective of culinary figures. Famed chef and TV personality Anthony Bourdain once declared, "A hot dog is not a sandwich." On the other hand, some food writers insist that rigid definitions should not be dictated by emotion or nostalgia, but rather by function. On the surface, it may seem like just a light-hearted argument among food enthusiasts, but in truth, this debate represents something bigger: how we classify and categorize the world around us. Language evolves, cultural perceptions shift, and what was once an unquestioned truth becomes a matter of debate. Think about it. At one point in history, tomatoes were ruled as vegetables for trade purposes, despite scientifically being fruits. In the same way, whether or not a hot dog or burger is a sandwich depends largely on societal norms and expectations. In the end, the answer to this age-old question may come down to personal belief. Are you a strict traditionalist who refuses to acknowledge anything beyond a BLT as a sandwich? Or do you embrace a broader, more inclusive definition? One thing is certain: whether you call them sandwiches or not, hot dogs and burgers will continue to be icons of culinary culture. And as long as people gather around summer grills, argue over baseball stadium concessions, and engage in heated online debates, this question will never be truly settled. So, dear watchers, the next time someone asks you, "Is a hot dog and burger a sandwich?" what will you say? Feel free to comment it down below. Thank you for watching.